Hello, everyone. We're back at JNation 2025, and with me is Matheus Albuquerque.
Yes, that's correct.
So, Matheus, what can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, so I'm Matheus. I am based in Czech Republic. I'm a staff engineer at this company called Medallia, and I work mostly with performance, web performance, and accessibility, and that's pretty much about it.
Is
Yeah.
this your first time at JNation?
No, actually, I was here last year too. Yeah, and then the experience was just amazing. So when I saw they had the open call for papers, I was like, why not?
So you had to come back. So this is
Yeah.
so. So what do you think about the events?
Yeah, so it was great. Like it's been great. It's not my first time here, so I was here last year, and it's got this really nice atmosphere. For me, it's got a perfect balance of seeing friends, great friends, and also always meeting new people. Yeah. Also, the technical level of the sessions is also great. I always end up learning something new or s- things I gotta read more when I get home. So there's always good homework for me after the conference. I also like that.
So, well, this is great thing here to thing to hear. So, what about your topic, the session that you did today? What was the topic itself?
Yeah, it's called Web Performance Meets Human Sciences. And it's basically about the intersection. So I'm always speaking about web performance and optimizing for React, optimizing using browser APIs and all of that. And for this year, I wanted to do something different. So I wanted to talk about the intersection of all this technical lingo we're always talking about with other areas like psychology, neurosciences, or even economy, and checking the different social and economical backgrounds of people and etc. So yeah, this intersection of human sciences and classic web performance.
So it's a little bit of soft skills related, but it was also some technical issues related to this one.
Oh, so I basically start by going through the different source of bias we have as humans, and both biases that are reflected in when we are using our apps, for example, what are the parts of a journey that we think about or not, and also the biases we as developers have when we're analyzing performance data, like trying like picking the wrong samples or the wrong data sets because we end up there's something we want to validate and etc. So it's a lot about that, and also the things that could impact the contextual things that could impact user experience, like bandwidth affordability, people parts of the world that are still running on low-end devices, or political things like the Great Fall of China and all of that. So it's kind of going through all the possible things that could impact performance.
Is there any connection with accessibility in this area?
Yeah, there's this too. So I do have like a 5 minute section that I'm talking about intersecting accessibility and performance. So things that are already bad practices for general web performance, like reflows or having very very large DOM structure, and how this gets even worse when we're talking about, for example, the accessibility tree of the browser. So this kind of thing we need to pay attention not to be filtering people out of our experience. I also talk about that.
Okay. What would be the general takeaway of your session?
Yeah, so one of the first ones, so I wrap up with around 5 takeaways, and one of the first one is this cliche that we cannot fix what we cannot measure, which plays really well with the previous session that was about RUM and real user monitoring and all of that. So thinking about this, also thinking about the different backgrounds that our users can have in terms of different browsers, different bandwidth speeds, and all of that. And one of the last ones is actually about the effects. And then there's one paper that I linked that is showing the effects of computers that apologize to users and how this changes user perception. So basically, I then uses a Windows screenshot that says, when things are taking slower, so hey, this is going slower than expected, and etc. So yeah, these are the main takeaways.
Okay.
Kinda.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the JNation audience?
Uh, come next year. Yeah, it's a really great conference. I hope to be here next year myself. And if you're working on web performance, um, think that a few things like core web vitals and this kind of thing, they're a lot of times they should not be your end goal, but they are more of a good starting point and than the finish line. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mateus, and thank
Thanks.
you very much for watching.
My pleasure.